Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Bardstown Bourbon Company's Origin Series, the RYE, here on the channel next. And I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. Whee! Welcome back to the channel. Like I said earlier, we're talking about today Bardstown Bourbon Company's Origin Series, the RYE. This is the third in the Origin Series. You had the bottled and bond, and you had the bourbon, which is the wheated. Is it? My bad. The bourbon and the bottled and bond, which is the wheated. This one here, believe it or not, I was able to, when I went up north in Michigan, it's near Traverse City. It's called Honor, Michigan, where my cousin lives. And he has this little tiny market. And when I mean tiny, I mean, imagine the old A&P, the old Kroger, back when it was really small, and the old Farmer Jack. And I said, I'm going to sneak in and see what they have. They had better selections, honestly, than anything I have down here, Southeast Michigan, by far. This was one of them. So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, might as well pick it up, try it for the channel. So what we have here is, it is 96 proof. It's a blend of their 6-year distilled, and it's 95% rye, 5% malted barley, and it was distilled in spring of 2017. And I had a crack off of it just to see what it tasted like. I was kind of curious. Just to kind of crack it open, get a taste on it prior to. So we talked a little bit about the bottle. We talked a little bit about the history. What's the juice like inside? Let's get into that nose. Now see, it's really good. It's like an aged oak or like a nougat. If you ever had nougat from like Three Musketeers bar or I can't remember the other one, but that's that nougaty smell. You have a little bit of the barrel char, a little bit of leather, and as you can see, it's sticking to the glass really nice. Got some decent legs. It's a light amber in color. And there's like a sweet aroma of like a grounded sweet note. It's not like a very bright note. It's kind of there, but it's not overly powering. Let's get into our first taste. Wow, that just really hits that mid palate, coats the mouth. It's spicy, the rye notes are there. It has a leather note, like I said before. And as it's starting to finish, it has like a baker's chocolate. The Kentucky Hug is super light. It's just barely there. But it's surprisingly, I was a little skeptical because this is $70. The other ones were $40 to $45 respectively. I was like, wow, okay, a rye. I mean, their own distillate, which is nice. But is it going to live up to the hype? Honestly, the black one did. That is my jam all day, every day. I absolutely loved that bottle. Bought a backup. But this one, it's really not bad. Even the finish is still going. It's like a dried fig note. Let's get to a second taste. Yeah, that lingering heat is there. And it's almost like a very faint in the back. Now I can it's like a dried fig with a Bing cherry. No, I know that sounds weird, but it's this would be another, I've said it before, another great fall rye. I've said it before with these two. Number one, number two. I'm honestly going to bump this one. Number one, number two. It just is really, it's really good. I was really excited to see it. And believe it or not, they had 5 of these on the shelf. Here, I've asked repeatedly, God, last 3 months, no one has it. No one can get it. No one knows they're going to get it. I go up to this tiny little place, this little market in Honor, Michigan, and there it's sitting. On top of it, they also had blackened, I think the West cask strength. They had Lucky 7. They had Calumet, all of them, from 8 to 16. I was blown away at their bourbon selection and rye selection. Stuff that you honestly, they even had a Elijah Craig barrel proof. The latest one with the 11-year 5 months, the B522. A little bit pricey. I mean, it was $90, but even they had it. So I was very impressed. But for this, we get back to the rye. If you can see this and you want to complete the trifecta, definitely get it. Is it worth the $70? Yeah. Bardstown's putting out some really good juice. Again, my name is Brian. This is the Average Whiskey Drinker channel. And like I always say, find a bottle, open the bottle, enjoy the bottle, because good whiskey and rye is always meant to be shared. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk with you soon.